And welcome to this edition of ACAP Today for the week of August 2nd, 2021. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. On this week's edition of ACAP Today, it's back to school time. Yes, believe it or not, it's already right upon us here in Aroostook County, and we're going to speak with three individuals, two from ACAP and Sarah Ennis from the United Way of Aroostook, about the events that are coming up to help prepare children and families to get ready for a new school year. There's a lot of support that's provided to families in Aroostook County as a result of partnerships between organizations like United Way of Aroostook and ACAP, and we're going to chat about those in just a bit. But before we get to that, we're going to visit with the news and information that you can use again for this week of August 2nd, 2021. And we begin there by sharing with you that we want to congratulate our tobacco prevention and our tobacco cessation teams on their work with St. Apollonia Dental Clinic. Last week, we told you about their work with the towns of Mapleton, Castle Hill, and Chapman. They have also been very busy working with this organization, the St. Apollonia Dental Clinic, to implement and update smoke-free policies within St. Apollonia Dental Clinic. If you or your business or organization or municipality would like assistance with that, including the opportunity to receive free signage for your properties, such as Chastity is presenting here to Dr. Norma Desjardins of St. Apollonia Dental Clinic, please contact Chas Holland at cholland@acap-me.org or on the number on your screen. She'd be happy to work with you. Best part about it is the assistance is free of charge, as is the signage once the policies are all in place and ready to go. We also want to remind families, we've been talking about this on a couple editions of ACAP Today, and next week we're going to go into it further in depth with a panel discussion on the pandemic EBT, the electronic benefits card to purchase groceries. A lot of families may not have paid attention to something that came into the mail just recently that was really kind of not very specific in terms of what was inside the envelope and may have been thought of as junk mail. But we do want to remind folks that there is a benefit for children for up to $375 for food. And we'll talk about that on next week's edition of ACAP Today. But we wanted to get the word out. So if you have any questions, the card actually is accepted at any grocery store that accepts the Pine Tree cards. It's also accepted at Amazon, Amazon Fresh, and Walmart for delivery or curbside pickup. Every child who receives free or reduced meals in school may already be enrolled, but others are receiving it as well. And we'll talk again more about that on next week's edition of ACAP Today. We also want to remind folks that the Emergency Rental Assistance Program is still in full gear. If you have been impacted at all by COVID-19, including if the cost of groceries has gone up in your household and you meet the income eligibility guidelines, odds are you do qualify for this program. Please do consider visiting mainhousing.org/COVID-rent. And checking out the frequently asked questions there, as well as accessing the application. If you're unable to locate things online or unable to get there for whatever reason, you can call us at 764-3721. We'll help you complete an application over the phone. We want to also ask community members if they could give us a hand at this time. We're nearing the last weeks of our community needs assessment and inviting folks from across Aroostook County to participate in the short survey that actually helps us and community partners like United Way and others determine where we need to focus our energy and attention on solving community challenges across the region. All of the responses to the survey are confidential. It takes less than 10 minutes to complete. It's available in multiple languages, so folks up in the St. John Valley who might prefer to have the survey taken in French can choose to do that. Survey participants will have the opportunity to win up to a $100 gift card for their participation in the survey. It can be found on the ACAP website or the Facebook page, and we do encourage you to share the survey with your friends, families, colleagues, and others in the community. If for whatever reason you're not able to access the survey online, please do give us a call at 764-3721 and we'll get a paper copy out to you gladly. We want to remind our community folks that community vaccination for COVID-19 is happening across Aroostook County at centers. In many cases, you don't even need to make an appointment. There are walk-in opportunities available. You can visit the website on your screen to see the comprehensive listing of sites available locally to get your COVID-19 vaccine. There's also free transportation that's being offered with a 48-hour in advance notice. the toll-free number there on your screen as well to be able to access that. So the members of the ACAP team who have been vaccinated certainly encourage you all to get your vaccination if you are age 12 or older, and especially school-age children that are over the age of 12 as you head back to school. This would be a great way to start off the school year in the right way. Early care and education openings. We have a number of early care and education openings, but we also encourage families to call us to be placed on a waiting list if you're thinking that you may need childcare or would like to learn more about our Head Start and early Head Start programs. You can look on the early care and education section of the ACAP website or call us at 764-3721 for more information. We also want to share with you that as we have been throughout the pandemic, that if your family is in need of any assistance, whether it's pandemic related or not, and you're not quite sure where to turn, we do have navigators standing by here at the agency to help individuals to navigate both services that we offer here at the agency, but also services out there in the community that other community organizations provide. So if you're just not sure where to turn, please do consider turning to us and calling us at 764-3721 and asking to be connected with a navigator. We'll gladly help you and try to get you qualified for whatever programs are available for the assistance that you require. So please do consider taking advantage of this service. And that's this week's quick news and information that you can use. I'm very pleased to welcome to the program now 3 guests who are working feverishly to get the folks ready for school, the start of a new school year, which happens early here in Aroostook County for a number of school districts because of the potato harvest. First is Cathy Edmunds, who is a longtime ACAP employee who has been working to get backpacks into the hands and school supplies into the hands of children in Aroostook County and leading that project for us for a number of years. Cathy, it's great to have you on ACAP today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
And also Cathy's colleague here at ACAP, who's a regular guest here on ACAP today and is working in partnership with the United Way of Aroostook on a couple of projects to get the school year off to a great start. Sherry Locke. Sherry, welcome.
Thank you, Jason. Really excited to be here and really excited about back to school here in Aroostook County.
And also, we are so pleased to welcome back a friend of ACAP today and of this agency, the Executive Director of the United Way of Aroostook, Sarah Ennis. Sarah, welcome back.
Thank you so much. We're excited for this partnership to happen again this year.
So speaking of the partnership, Cathy, I'm going to start with you because you have been involved in helping to get school supplies into the hands of children across Aroostook County through the backpack program for a number of years. Tell me why this is so important from your perspective.
This program helps so many families getting their kids ready to go back to school. The excitement these families and kids have, it's just tremendous at times. I mean, it's been a tearjerker at times for a lot of us just to see the excitement. Families struggle to do this, and until we started putting these together, I don't think we really realized how hard it was for families to get their kids ready to go back to school.
That's so true, Cathy. And there's a number of things that are happening right now, but one of those is that we are encouraging families who are in just that situation to reach out to us to let us know that they are in need of a backpack and school supplies this year. So how can folks do that? How can they connect with us and let us know that they are in need of backpacks and school supplies?
They can go to our website, which we have the link posted. If they don't have access to fill out the application online, they can call and I can certainly help them do that. There are others that can help them as well.
Indeed. So we've got the information up actually here on the screen about the backpack and school supply giveaway, how you can connect with us if you are in need of a backpack with school supplies. And we do again offer to eligible Aroostook County students in grades K through 12. We've also helped children in early care and education programs as well. So certainly something that we want to encourage folks, if you are in need, to reach out. Sherry Locke, let's talk for a minute about the other side of it, which is something that you and Sarah Ennis are working on, which is actually getting the school supplies in and how folks can engage with that.
Yeah, so that really is a really big component. For years, the two organizations have depended on the generosity of the community to make this happen. So United Way and ACAP have put out a plea to the community to help us, what we call Stuff the Bus, and that is collecting school supplies. And it's a huge piece of this. For every backpack that is given to a child, it's an Aroostook County resident who's making a donation to make that happen. So really excited about the Stuff the Bus. It's a great way to give back. Had a lot of donors talk to us about, for $10, what a difference they can make. They can provide a complete backpack full of school supplies. School supplies are really on a great sale right now. So you can get crayons for 25 cents. So, your $5 or $10 can be stretched so far to help so many kids. And we really, really appreciate the great work that the United Way does to make that happen. There's a lot of behind the scenes work that happens with them and with partners. And I'll let Sarah talk more about that, but it really is a great way if you're looking for a way to impact your community and want to make a donation. It's a really great project to support.
So Sarah Ennis, let's talk about just that, because this is a really big week in the Stuff the Bus campaign effort. And as Sherry mentioned, it's not just United Way and ACAP at the table. There's so many other partners that make this possible. So let's talk about the big week and those partnerships and why they're so critical.
Yeah, well, we are partnering once again with Town Square Media. They are doing live events for us on Wednesday in Holton at the Walmart from 3 to 6 p.m. And on Thursday, same time at the Presque Isle Walmart. And we are so thankful that Priority Auto Sales has come along to sponsor the event. Our event in Holton at the Walmart, we partner with Adopt a Block as well to give them school supplies, because they do usually about 300 backpacks for their children that they serve. And we are already going to be collecting school supplies with boxes, and the Holton Walmart actually has the bags all stuffed. So you just have to walk in, grab a bag, go up to the register, and bring us the bag back. So they've already done all the work to stuff the bags. And really this year we have a big need for 3-ring binders for high school students and backpacks. The number of children that are in need is just really significant this year, and we really need all the donations that we can get to make this happen.
Sarah, what is it? I know that you are on site at these events later this week, and it's what does it mean to you to be able to connect? The work that United Way does is so connected to all of the communities across Aroostook County, but what does it mean to be able to be a part of an event where you actually see that giving happening?
It's so exciting. I love being right there on site, seeing the kids come in, that they'll go in to buy their school supplies, but they'll buy extra school supplies and bring them to us and just learn the importance of giving. Last year, we had a cab driver that every time he came to drop somebody off at Walmart, he would give us a donation. So it's just amazing to see the different people in the community that come out and give, and the stories they tell of maybe the hardships they had, and the insecurity and fear that they had when they started school, because they didn't have the school supplies like all their other fellow students. So it's just amazing to hear the stories and to see the giving happen.
And Cathy Edmunds, you get to see it on the other side when the backpacks are actually handed over to the families. And as you pointed out in what you had said earlier, it does sometimes even evoke tears because of the level of gratitude and knowing the difference made and the impact that happens with families.
Yes, it's such an exciting time when they come in and they grab that backpack and then they open it to find out there are things in there. It's squealing. They're so excited about it. And they have to take everything out and they have to see what they got, but they're just so excited, and the families as well, but the kids are the ones that are fun to watch.
I've watched you work with some of the children and families that have come to pick up backpacks, and what's also neat too is you kind of get to see a little bit about their personality by the bag that they pick out, because they go into a room with all, especially at the beginning with all of the backpacks and favorite colors and even characters that sometimes are on the backpacks do come out, and you get to sort of experience the preference of the child, and the fact that they get to have a selection is also something that really, I think, touches the heart.
That made a big difference when we started to let them pick their own versus picking them out. That made a big difference in it. It was a lot of fun.
Now, in addition to this project, Sherry and Sarah were moving forward with another project that sort of happens right about at the same time as this one, where we're helping the children with the rest of the outfit. The backpack obviously is going to help them to be able to excel academically, but in order to get to school and to participate fully in what happens at school, we want to make sure that they're dressed for success as well.
Exactly right. So the backpack is a big piece of that, and a piece that these two organizations have done well for years. And a couple of years ago, we realized that back to school, that also the other stressor was clothing. Kids grow so fast over the summer, and we want to make sure that they have what they need to go back. So we've built a concept called the Kids Community Closet, where it is new and gently used clothing, mostly donated by the community, that we set up and offer and allow families to come in, and families and the children to pick out, outfits for themselves for back to school. And again, it's clothing that has been donated, but it's lovely clothing. So we've incorporated those two events together. So this year, August 11th, 12th, and 13th, when the families come in to pick out their backpacks, they've already pre-registered for those. The backpacks are ready for them to pick. They'll also get to come into our community closet, which we're expanding this year to two of ACAP's large conference rooms, and we're expanding it outside because we've already received some great clothing donations and want to make that happen. So it really is about making sure children and their families are ready for back to school with their supplies and with their clothing. So really excited, and again, appreciate the generosity of the community, but also that partnership with United Way. There's so much work that they do to make this happen, and we're just so fortunate to have that partnership.
And Sarah, like the backpack project, the Kids Community Closet is also looking to the community to engage to help to make that project possible, correct?
That's right. As you're going through your own child's clothes as they prepare for back to school, I'm sure you're finding clothes that don't fit them anymore because they grow so fast. So we would love donations. You can drop them off at ACAP or the United Way office at the Aroostook Center Mall, and we will get them set up and ready for kids to come shop. I loved last year shopping with kids and just seeing their excitement as they picked out their new clothes. We had some amazing donations, and the clothes are in such wonderful shape, and it really is like picking out brand new clothes for back to school.
And Sherry, the best part of all of this, both the backpack project and the Kids Community Closet, is there's no cost for families to participate.
That's exactly right. And there's no income guidelines for the clothing. Any child in Aroostook County that's growing, we encourage you to bring them to this event. We have families that come and bring a bag of things that their child has outgrown and select some new items. It really is just about sharing the resources that we have in Aroostook County with the families that we serve. So it's really a great, great event. And again, we encourage anyone with growing children to attend the community closets to make sure that all kiddos have what they need for back to school.
And Sarah, we're also reaching out to the community in case folks might want to volunteer to help with the Kids Community Closet.
Yeah, the volunteers are definitely needed. It takes hours of our time to arrange the clothes. We usually put them right by clothing size to make it really easy for the families to shop. So it takes a lot of time to hang up all the clothes and arrange them by clothing size and get everything set up, as well as help the kids on those days when the families come in. And after we have to rearrange and kind of go through and neaten it back up for the next day. So we do need a lot of volunteers to help with this project.
And best way, Sherry, Locke, for folks to connect with us if they'd like to volunteer and be a part of it, whether it's helping to get clothes sorted or helping families to shop when they're here, how can they get in touch with us?
Absolutely. So on our Facebook page, we've created a link for folks to sign up so they can see the open availability and, who else may be volunteering that day if they want to partner. So they can go on and register themselves, making it really easy. If they would prefer to give either Sarah or myself or our offices a call to register, that's fine too. I've really never been to an event like this where we've had too many volunteers. So really an opportunity for the community to get involved, to really make a difference, and to see for yourself the difference that these projects make here in Aroostook County. To have a child be able to select their own gently used clothing for that first day of school, there's really nothing like that. So lots of different ways to be involved, whether it be donating your time, donating your children's clothing, making a monetary donation, allowing Sarah to do all the shopping. There's lots of great ways to be involved in this. And we would just encourage the community, if you're at all able or interested in being part of this, to do so. This is a perfect year to do it.
So we have it up on the screen, Sherry. Let's remind folks again the days, both if you're interested in volunteering, so you know what the days are, but also if you're interested in attending the Kids Community Closet and coming to pick up a backpack for a child that you would have registered for that program.
Yeah, so shopping and backpack days are Wednesday, August 11th, Thursday, August 12th, and Friday, August 13th from 9 to 3. A very important volunteer day will be Tuesday, August 10th. We will be working fast and furiously to set up thousands of pieces of clothing so that it's ready for when families come in. So if you're interested, if you're available the 10th, 11th, 12th, or 13th, we would love to see you. And again, just reach out to us. We would love to have volunteers. We've had a couple of teenage volunteers reach out that need their volunteer hours for high school graduation. This is a perfect way to give back to the community. So encourage anyone with any available time to get in touch with us and to really get into this project with us.
Speaking of volunteers, one of the things that this project, the Kids Community Closet, really spurred moving forward in recent years is sort of an ongoing need to be able to connect folks with clothing. So we've been talking about and sharing with the community through ACAP Today and other means, social media and the like, about the community closet concept. So Sherry, you want to just speak briefly about the community project and then make that connection that volunteers are needed year round with that project?
Absolutely. So we worked closely with the United Way for several years on the Kids Community Closet, and it was offered a couple of times a year. What we found is that there was more need throughout the entire year. So we've created the community closet at ACAP 771 Main Street office, primarily there because of the volume of folks that we see, but it's a 24/7 accessible location under our portico. So it's protected and folks can come in, give what they can, again, 24/7, but take what they need 24/7. United Way was very generous, helped us originally stock that closet, again, with thousands of pieces of clothing, and they continue to do that because clothing is not just needed for back to school, but year round. So it's been a great way to share resources in the community. Takes a lot of volunteer hours. So we typically need 3 to 4 volunteers a week to help manage that program, hanging the new clothing, keeping the area straightened out. And really an hour of your time can make such a difference. So we would really encourage anyone who wants to be part of this project. It's really a feel-good project to give us a call, to give me a call. Just stop by. If you have a couple hours on a Sunday, feel free to stop by and help straighten up that closet, make it a little bit more organized for folks that are shopping. If you're cleaning out your closet on a Saturday and don't want to wait till Monday morning to drop the clothes off, feel free to drop them off over the weekend. It really is about making it easy to give, but also making it easy if you're in need.
And lastly, speaking about easy ways to give, there's also the community cupboard nearby that community closet, and we're always looking for folks to drop off non-perishable food items, but there's also an opportunity for community organizations to get involved with sponsoring it.
Yeah, so each month we have a sponsor for the community cupboard, in addition to the generosity from folks who were just out and about or cleaning out their pantry or shopping that weekend to help make sure that we can keep that cupboard full. Again, we have great pantry system here in Aroostook County. We have other great food resources, but sometimes it's a Sunday at 7 p.m. and you need some food. So that's really what this cupboard does. There are cupboards throughout Aroostook County. There is a new cupboard that we are working with at Housing Authority in our family coach's office there as well. The need is really greater than ever, and we just want to make sure that folks have access at a time that it's convenient for them and their family. So again, if your business is interested in being part of that, there's a lot of great perks of being the sponsor of a community cupboard. But the big piece is you're really making sure families have access to food.
All right, and one just last check-in with our guests this week. Cathy Edmunds, your final thoughts on getting ready for back to school and how ACAP and community partners like United Way are helping to make a difference in getting children and families ready for this all-important academic milestone.
We have been working with United Way on this project for a very long time. It's always an exciting time gathering stuff, getting it together. It's a lot of work, but it is well worth it in the end when the families start coming in and picking their materials up. The clothing, that goes way back. I was looking to 2003, I believe we started the Dress a Child. And it has just taken off from there. We used to give vouchers and it was limited, but now they can pretty much come in and get whatever they want that's going to help them out, get their backpacks, their school supplies. And it's just a really good feeling to be able to do this for everyone.
All right, thank you so much, Cathy and Sarah Ennis. Your thoughts about United Way's engagement in these legacy projects for getting folks back to school?
These are some of our favorite projects. It's just amazing to be able to give these kids a hand up as they start the school year. If you think about a child going to school on their first day without any of the supplies or a new backpack or feeling good in a new outfit like a lot of their fellow students do, it's just heartbreaking. So to be able to provide this for so many kids in Aroostook County is just such a wonderful experience and part of what makes our work so great.
Indeed. Sherry Locke, your closing thoughts on this?
I just love that these projects involve the entire community, whether it be children and families receiving the services or agencies providing the support. Businesses really come out to make sure this happens. We have a lot of individuals and families that give this time of year as well, knowing that they would want that help if they were in a challenging situation. So I just love that it involves the entire community in many different ways. I've had the pleasure of seeing, a small child give Sarah a backpack and say, can you give this to another student? I mean, it really is just a very heartwarming project. And really, again, everyone can be involved in one way, whether it's donating your time, making a monetary donation, or shopping for those school supplies, cleaning out your child's closet. So I would encourage everyone to think of how they can be involved in this project, how they can share it with their friends, their families, their businesses, their civic organizations, because it really does, in this case, take a village, and our village is Aroostook County.
Indeed, very well said by all three of you. And indeed, just a reminder that this week and next week are critical weeks, very important weeks in these major projects. First, this week, your opportunity on the 4th and the 5th, on Wednesday and Thursday, Wednesday in Holton at the Walmart there, and at the Presque Isle Walmart on Thursday, both of them from 3 to 6 p.m. That said, we encourage you to donate. There are collection sites available at Walmart in both locations, as well as dropping items off at any ACAP or the United Way office at the Aroostook Center Mall. You can do that at any time. So if you can't make the 3 to 6 on either Wednesday or Thursday, you can certainly connect with folks and drop off your school supplies, backpacks, anything that you'd like would be most appreciated to give. And then also next week is a very big week. If you would like to, again, as Sherry noted, engage, if you'd like to volunteer and donate the supplies, but also be involved in the kids community closet the following week, next week on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're here from 9 to 3. There's a huge setup day on Tuesday, as Sherry noted. There could be help certainly there. If you have a couple of weeks now or 10 days now at this point to be able to bring us clothing for the gently used clothing giveaway. So there are many, many ways, as Sherry Locke pointed out, that you can engage, and we hope that you do so and help us out with these important projects to help give to children in need across Aroostook County. Before we leave you today, I want to say thank you to our guests on this week's edition of ACAP Today, but also want to remind folks that if you are passionate about the work of helping others in our community and would like to consider joining our ACAP team, we would love to have you. We have current openings across Aroostook County and even in Washington County as we expand some programming into the Machias and Calais area. We have some social worker positions available there. So please do consider putting in your application. We currently have a $500 sign-on bonus, and as you can see there, we have benefits that include medical, dental, vision, and others that are available there on your screen. Please do consider sending in an application if you'd like to be a part of the exciting work that we're doing to help individuals, especially vulnerable individuals across Aroostook County and beyond. And lastly, as we do each week, we end with our snapshot of the week. And our snapshot of the week this week is actually a construction project. This is the construction that has been happening outside of our Powers Place in Gouldville in the yard there, where we're expanding the parking lot for our growing early care and education center and our early care and education central office there on that site at 44 Park Street and the former 50 Park Street property. Our thanks to our contractors who have been working steadily on this project, and our thanks to our employees who have been very patient, because there's construction going on outside the building and will be construction happening inside the building. There actually is as well. So thank you for that for your patience as we try to expand and make life better for people across Aroostook County by making our facilities better and expanding our services. So thank you to our staff for their patience and understanding through this time, and to the contractors for helping to make our dreams become reality at those facilities. With that, that's this week's edition of ACAP Today, our back to school special, along with Cathy Edmunds, Sarah Ennis, and Sherry Locke. I'm Jason Parent with the Aroostook County Action Program. We look forward to seeing you again next week for another edition of ACAP Today. Until then, have a great week, everyone. Bye.